Okay, so here we have Basile Tesseron at Château Lafon Rochet. Basil, you were just saying it was a tricky vintage.
It is. Well, every vintage since 2010 has been tricky because every year we are trying to make to be able to make the better wine possible, and we are lucky enough to have a very young team. As how would I say, 2012 was a tricky one because a year earlier we had a huge hailstorm that has been damaging the vines. So a year later, now 2011, 2012, the vine tree is reacting. Also, it has been tricky because how would I say? Oh, sorry, I'm so boring. It has been tricky because we had only a huge lack of water during 3 months' time, and the only water we have had was on April, on May during the flowering, and also and in October. In between, we had nothing. So basically, this lack of water has been tricky for the vine tree because it has been going down to hibernation almost, as during summertime. So the vine tree has stopped for a few weeks, and it has only become to work again in October. So we decided to wait for quite a long time, and as we had a huge storm a year earlier, we said, okay, fine, it cannot be worse, so let's wait. We wanted to be able to make the best wine possible, so that's why it was tricky. It was also tricky because we have a new girl who is taking care of the vines, so it's the chef de culture. She's a girl, she's 26, and so it was brand new for her. Well, she's been learning a lot.
You learn a lot in a season,
exactly.
Like that. Just go back a little bit with the vines that were damaged by hail. How did they react in 2012 exactly? Did they?
Well, you imagine a vine tree which is going this way with the trunk, and then 2 branches. Let's imagine those 2 branches are going one way and one way, and with and a hailstorm a year later, you have those 2 branches are going this way, but you have also what we call buissonnement. So that's many different small branches going this way, this way, this way, this way, from the vine tree directly, instead of having branches going this way. That's what's happening.
So you have to sort of prune it back harder.
Yes, and also it's the trouble is that the vine tree is not concentrating on the other branches. It's diluting its power in that way. So.
And how did you find in 2012 the harvest? There was some rain at harvest time. How was it for you?
Well, I remember going back in the 90s when I was coming for harvest time at Château Lafon Rochet. When I was a student, it was raining at Saint Estèphe during harvest time. So it just happens to be this year. Well, it has been raining a lot. But it was fine. We are lucky. We are really lucky to have those kinds of soils, clay soils, which are really helpful in a vintage like this one for the lack of water. And then when it's raining a lot, the ripening is going very slowly, very very nicely on those, while on the gravelly soils. You have and on the pebbly soil you have the water is going really down and directly into the roots. So the berries tend to the raisins tend to grow bigger and maybe crack on some ways. So that's why it's good to have those kinds of time.
And when you were doing the sorting, are you sorting by hand or are you using?
We are using optical sorting table this year.
Yeah. Is it the first year?
It was the first year.
Yeah.
We choose a new machine, which is an Italian machine called the Franceschi. That's right, X3, and it's really helpful. I thought it would have been bad because I didn't like the idea of having a machine sorting the berries, but it is not transforming the product.
Mm-hmm.
It has not transformed anything. It's just sorting out the bad berries,
mm-hmm.
and it's doing a tremendously good job,
mm-hmm. especially
in the year like this one when you have millirondage, those
yeah.
green and harsh berries.
Yeah. And how do you think the 2012 Lafon Rochet is? What's your expectation for the wine?
Well, it's like every new birth. You have great expectations, but I'm proud of it.
Yeah. Is there another vintage you think it's similar to in style, or?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet, because as I told you, it's the first year that we've been working with Jean-Claude Berrouet.
Yeah. What Jean-Claude Berrouet, of course, formerly of Petrus. What does he give you? What's he given Lafon Rochet that you didn't have before?
Well, we've been working with Eric Boisseneau. Lucas has been working with Michel Roland. We've been working for a few years with Denis Dubourdieu and Jean-Claude Berrouet. So, in fact, except de Renoncourt, we've been working with everyone.
Yeah.
And it's not. Some people told us, well, it's bizarre, this way of thinking. We said, but yes, we're picking the best from everyone, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Jean-Claude is consensuel. He's gathering the knowledge from everyone because he's one of the oldest one.
Mm-hmm.
And also because we were not looking for over-extraction, we were looking for elegance, for finesse, we are in Saint Estèphe. Saint Estèphe wines are known to be quite tough wines in the early stage, and sometimes you need to wait a long time in order to drink them. We were looking for something like I don't know. I always loved Lafon Rochet, and I thought that maybe we could. We have how would I say? We have those clay soils, which are obviously the type of soil that you're looking that you find on the right bank. And here we say, well, it would be relevant to work with Jean-Claude, as he's the king of those kind of soil in those kind of soils.
Okay.
I don't know if he's adding something. I know he's not pulling something. It's been precise as well.
Yeah.
Precision. I've always loved the wine it's been making. From Trotanois to Fleur Petrus to the others. I've always loved it.
Yeah. Okay, great. Anyway, thank you very much, Basile. Thank you.
Thank you.
Merci.